All right, we have our highly complex and very technical drawing set up here again. We're going to use that to start trying to tie together some of this stuff that I've been talking about. But before we do that, I want to do one thing that I'm sure everybody already knows, but I'm going to make sure. If we have an angle, okay, say that was the center of the circle and that was at 10 degrees and that was at 40 degrees, okay? The angle itself never changes, but if I measure between the two legs, that distance will be different from that distance, but the angle has stayed exactly the same. Just to make sure that everybody understands that, okay? Now, since I arbitrarily said that this is going to be 100 yards, what if I put right here a shooting bench and right here a target stand? Okay, well, we lay our rifle down on the shooting bench and we point it down there at the target. The reason I went through all these numbers and made all this weird marks on the paper is to show you one thing. How much does the end of that rifle barrel have to move to make it be 1 inch off target out here? There are 3 or 4 different ways that we could do it, okay? We could take, and let's just say that that's a 20-inch rifle barrel. For you AR people, you can do your own math. We could take the distance and the length of the barrel and make them into a ratio, okay, of 3600 to 20. Or we could take the known angle, okay, which is 1 minute, okay. We know the two sides of what would be a triangle and solve for the third side using a little basic trig, which would be easier. How about if we do it as a ratio of 3,600 inches to 20 inches? So if I divide 20 by 3,600, I end up with a value of 0.005. You know that that is 5 thousandths of an inch. If the end of that barrel moves 5 thousandths of an inch there on the bench, you'll be off 1 inch when it gets out there. Remember, while the angle doesn't change, the distance between the two legs does change. That is the reason for this whole talk, is to make it very clear of just how little movement it takes here for it to be off out here or out there at 500 or 1,000 yards. Okay.